So we are at Buena Vista Park again this afternoon. So it is our go-to park. Probably it's made my top #1 list now. The more I go and the more I appreciate everything that it offers. So I have 4 pups with me, same 4 as yesterday. I have Joe, who's joined us for a walk, and Kuro and Zach, who is not a huge fan of walking, but he'll walk on a leash. And I have Chewy, who will be coming back as soon as he figures we're not going in that direction. Good boy. Oh, you know what? Sorry, Chewy. Chewy's right. My plan was to go to that, and then we're going to loop back and come back this way, so that by the time we loop back, they'll all be thirsty. So Chewy was right. Now I psyched him again. I have a tendency to do that to my dogs, psych them out as to which direction we're heading, and that way it keeps them on their toes. So you are right, Chewy. We are going this way, buddy. You are more ahead of the game than I am today. Yeah, so honestly, another beautiful day. It's nice and somewhat mild. I think for the time that we're out at the park, it's going to get as high as 19 with clouds. Some cloudy period, I think, is what it is, which is nice because that provides us the good boy, Chewy. That notice he rooted back because he's like, she's doing weird things today. So he looped back just to make sure. You know, they're really, really smart dogs. You hang around them and watch them enough. Yeah, they really are smart. And most owners don't know this, or they don't want to admit this, but it's usually the dogs that train the humans, you know, and then we tolerate a lot of things from them and we just think, oh, that's just the way they are. But what I've learned from dogs is basically what we let them get away with is what's okay in their books. So for example, if we allow them, and I made this mistake as well, if we allow them to pull on a leash and we just think, oh, that's just the way they are, right? They're excited, blah, blah, blah. We'll come up with a list of excuses. Then they've trained us basically that it's okay for an excited dog to pull on a leash. And sometimes when I'm not kind of on my game, or you know, on top of it, I'll allow, because one time this happened where I think we were on our summer retreat at a cabin in Cold Lake. I think I had Chewy with me, and who else did I have? Oh, and I think I had 3 dogs with me. Chewy, what are those? Felix, yep, Felix was with me, and then Rue. And Rue I don't think she pulls, but she's pretty good. But it was mainly Chewy that pulled and Felix. And I just thought, well, I'll let them pull. And sure enough, the pull got harder and harder to the point where I had to run to keep up to them. And then, of course, I tripped. And then I learned, okay, it's not okay to let them pull on the leash, you know. So now when we do come in and out of the park, I do train them, and I don't let them get away with pulling. And how do I do that? I do that by either shortening their leash, or if I have to, honestly, I will hold their collar, because that's, you know, because then I have control kind of right there. And it's not always easy, because they will, oh yeah, here, I was going to go here and then loop back to that water spot where we can go down to the river. Yeah, and it'll take, oh, here comes Chewy. I was going to say it'll take him a while, but nope, he checked back right away. Good boy, Chewy. yeah, anyways, after, and luckily when I tripped, I didn't even have a scrape, luckily. Like I did fall, and I can't remember how I fell, but I knew how to fall so that I wouldn't get badly damaged. Otherwise, I could have gotten a really badly scraped knee. But yeah, after that incident, I was like, okay, no, it's not okay to, like it might be okay, I guess, as an owner if you can handle your dog. But for me, as a pack leader and as I lead a pack, it's a lot different. There are rules that I just have to abide by for the safety of the pack. So yeah, so anyways, I don't let Chewy pull on the leash when we come to and from the park from the vehicle. And like I said, it's purely for safety reasons. And what else? Yeah, there are. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
You have a dog team here, eh?
Yeah, I have a
All the
mini
ladies
pack.
asleep.
Yeah. Have a good day. But yeah, and another thing that I can't tolerate because I lead a pack is dogs barking and charging. So some dogs like to do that, and I would say most of the time it's in a playful way. Sometimes it's in a defensive way, like I'm going to charge before you charge me kind of thing. But I've learned that in a pack, when one dog charges, a lot of the times it'll trigger all the other dogs to charge. So yeah, so I don't allow that either. And if I do have a dog that charges, most of the time I will have a long lead on them, and then or grab them, or I have to let the owners know, like, hey, I'm sorry, but because your dog charges and we're in a pack environment, it's not a good thing to have 4 to 5 dogs charging at one dog, right? It's just not safe. Yeah, so those are the few things that I find I just have to differentiate. Like it's fine if it's, if you're the owner and you have a dog that charges, but it's one dog, right? One dog charging is completely different from a pack charging. So, yeah. And it's hard. Like, it's hard for me to say no to some of my clients because, they've either been with me or... but at the end of the day, I'm not a dog trainer. I took a dog training course at the Humane Society, and it was like not for me. Hi. Aw, look at these two.
Look at yours.
Are they're very similar. Are they the same?
They're from Mexico, but different places in Mexico.
Really? But yet they look like they could be siblings, right?
Yes, they could be. Very similar, but they came from different areas.
Oh, okay.
We got them together. They bonded when they got together.
Oh, nice. So that's awesome. No, bonding dogs are the best.
Yes, because they, it's traumatizing.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good walk. Yeah, thank you. I will. Good job, guys. Good boy, Chewy. So, what's funny about Chewy is so Chewy's with me 3 days a week, every week, and so I do get to know him a lot because, I observe his behavior, and I notice when we get close to the park, he starts smiling. And if anyone tries to convince me that dogs don't smile, like, I'm sorry, but that's a lost cause because I've witnessed so many dogs be happy and smile at the dog park. But yeah, it's kind of funny. As soon as we're close to the dog park, his lips start to up curl, and open, and he's just happy. And his joy is super contagious. Joe's the same way. Like, she's very happy when she's out here. Kuro gets very excited as well. And some of them get really antsy, you know, like they'll jump up and down in the back of my van, or they'll hop back and forth. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Okay, guys, we're gonna go this way. Good boy, Zach. Good job, Chewy. Good boy, Curl. Yeah, Joe's gonna try to get Chewy to play. Chewy's like, I'm not interested, dude. I just want to do my stuff. And she's like, come on, come play. I'm sure I can take you on. That's what she's saying. And Chewy's like, I'm not interested in you taking me on. I don't even, you know. Yeah, it's fun. Chewy's just like, I just like doing my own thing, girl. She's like, fine. Good boy, Chewy. Yeah, Chewy has never been a playful dog. Like, he's been more of an adventure dog. Like, just, you know, go on his own adventures. Oh, he's going out for a swim. Good for him. Well, I was going to say his morning swim, but it's really more like an afternoon now because it's after 12 o'clock. And that's Joe's thing. Joe's thing is standing on rocks. She likes standing on higher ground. And Zach, his thing is at home. He loves chairs. He will find a chair and he'll jump on it and lay there. Yeah, Zach is a chair boy. Curl will, but not as much as Zach. Zach's like, first thing he'll do when he gets to a new place is find a chair. It's kind of funny. We took a walk the other day to my brother's house, and he had a little lounge chair in his deck, and yep, that's where Zach was hanging out the entire time.